Hello everybody, welcome to another GalacticGonks Star Wars Unlimited Artist Spotlight. Today I'm going to be covering the best art of Set 4, Jump to Lightspeed. Let's begin. In this Artist Spotlight, I will still only be reviewing the units and events and upgrades. I won't be doing leaders, I won't be doing the showcase. I do want to do a separate Carbonite video going over the Carbonite cards from Set 4, but especially since they're going to be in Set 5 and going forward, so I would like to go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to do each aspect, and we're going to I'll have a honorable mention and my favorite for each aspect. First, we have Vigilance. My honorable mention for Vigilance is Director Krennic. Director Krennic, great looking card, great card overall. Might be the best card in art-wise. He might be the best card. Yeah, I think he's the best card overall in the art, in the best art. Director Krennic, what a pose. It's kind of interesting because he has the shadow and he's got the light that's in his face, but just the way that the artist Afif Khalid has done this is just wonderful. We've got the planet in the background. I love it when the artist is able to mirror or merge comic book style and painterly style, and that's exactly what this artist has done. If you zoom in on this art, you'll see that there's a subtle comic book outline on Director Krennic, but it never takes away from just a wonderful painterly style. And that's my honorable mention. Now, my favorite Vigilance card of Set 4 is Gold Leader. And Gold Leader, I don't know, this is a vehicle set, and I'm predisposed to love the vehicles, so take that with a grain of salt. And of course, these are all my opinions. I teach art, so I don't think that my opinion is more valid than anybody else's, but that's kind of why I like to do this, because I critique art all day long, and so I want to do this for Star Wars Unlimited, the game that I love. And Gold Leader is just a wonderful, wonderful card. The explosions, the Millennium Falcon being chased by TIE fighters and TIE interceptors, and just a great composition, great color. I also want to say that in this set, choosing an honorable mention and choosing a favorite was way harder than in the past 3 sets. The art in this set was just phenomenal. And Gold Leader starts us off as my favorite for Vigilance. I failed to mention Gold Leader is done by the artist E.J. Delacruz. Great artist. Now let's look at what the other GalacticGonks competition team members chose as their favorite art of Vigilance. Next aspect is Command. And in Command, my honorable mention goes to Luke Skywalker. You still with me? And I love this art. It reminds me of Empire Strikes Back, my favorite movie. He's on Hoth. And in this art, I just love the simplicity of it. If you look carefully, if you zoom in, there's not a lot to this art. It's just shapes and colors, and there's details, but they're so simple. Zoom in on his face and you'll see how the artist has done such a good job. The artist is Johnny Moran, and the artist has done such a good job of doing detail with less, and I love it. I love this. My favorite Command artwork of Set 4 is Tandem Assault, the tactic, and again another artwork by E.J. Delacruz. This mat is amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's just, there's so much to this. I think it's from Rogue One when the rebels are fighting on Scarif, and so yeah, it's just wonderful. So much stuff is going on. We have at least 3 ATSTs. There's X-Wings everywhere. You've got the ground with the palm trees of Scarif and the base in the background. Just a wonderful piece of art. And it's my favorite for Command. So let's go ahead and look at what the other Gonks chose as their favorites in Command. All right, so now my favorite color, Aggression. Trench Run is my honorable mention for Aggression. I wish that there was less text, but you know, Trench Run is a great card, especially in Kazuda. And but of course, because it's one of the event cards, the art is smaller, but this art is fantastic. It's, you know, the Trench Run from Star Wars New Hope, and it's just great. I love this one. It's not my absolute favorite. This artwork is by Ignacio Bazan Lascano, a great artist, and yeah, it was very close. But it's my honorable mention. My favorite art of Set 4 in Aggression is Von Reg's TIE Interceptor by Steven Zavala. Yeah, this was my purple card. Every set's got one, and this one is just gorgeous. It's got the purple in the background with the asteroid field that Von Reg's flying through. TIE Interceptor, like I said, I'm a sucker for the ships. They're always probably going to, I'm biased for that, so you'll probably see that. You may not choose the ships in your favorite art, but mine, they just get extra points. But yeah, this was my favorite artwork. Love the color scheme. Love everything about this card. Now let's look at what the rest of the Gonks chose for their favorites in Aggression. All right, next we go to Cunning, and in Cunning I have a maybe a controversial pick. This one I've heard people say, hey, it's a boring card. It's Shuttle Tidarium, Fly Casual by Reno. And when I saw this art, I was like, man, I want a poster of this one, because this is just a wonderful piece of art that's just, it just reminds me of Endor so much with everything. It's got the Death Star in the back. It's got, of course, the Shuttle Tidarium, the name of the card, and the Forest of Endor. Love it, love it. And maybe it's too simple for other people. Maybe that's why they don't like it, but it's kind of like a beautiful regular landscape just with the Star Wars, a few Star Wars things in it. And I just, yeah, that's why I like it a lot. My favorite artwork for Cunning and Jump to Lightspeed is Contracted Jumpmaster. I couldn't hold back for this. This is by Space Goose. First of all, best artist name ever. And this is just fabulous art. There's just something about this art that sings. All the colors, composition, of course, everything's balanced really well, but it's just wild. It's a wild piece that has colors popping everywhere, lines popping everywhere on the Jumpmaster, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful piece of art, and that's why I chose it as my favorite in Cunning. So let's go ahead and look at what the Gonks chose as their favorites for Cunning and Jump to Lightspeed. Finally, we've got the color of those cards at the end of the set, which are Villainy, Heroism, and the totally colorless cards. My honorable mention for Jump to Lightspeed is the TIE Bomber by Ahmad Mir. And this card, I kind of want a playmat of it. I love the TIE Bomber. It's one of my favorite ships. And this one does them such justice, just doing exactly what they are meant to do. They're just making a run, the three of them, and you see the smeared paint just evoking the bombs and the fire that are coming off of the TIE Bombers. Just wonderful, wonderful art. And it was my honorable mention. My favorite art is kind of a strange one, but I don't know, a lot like the contracted Jumpmaster, it's Death Star Plans by EJ Delacruz, superstar of this set, and a great artist. He's had other pieces that I've really loved, but Death Star Plans, it captures that moment in Rogue One so well. You've got, the first time I saw it, I didn't even realize that Darth Vader's back there, which you should. I mean, his lightsaber's there. But it does such a good job with the fallen fleet lieutenants in the background, and the face, the expression, and the hand just reaching for the Death Star plans is just so wonderful. And so it's my favorite in colorless for Jump to Lightspeed. Now let's look at what the other gonks chose for their favorites in the colorless aspects in Jump to Lightspeed. All right, that's it. So as you can see, lots of opinions. I did mirror a few of the gonks on several cards, and so that's what happens with art. So hopefully this gives you some information. Hopefully it gets you looking at the cards. That's my main point of this, is really just to document my favorite cards throughout each of the sets as they come out. If you enjoyed this content, please give us a little like, subscribe for more of this, and we'll see you next time.